Well, hello everyone. Well, and we'll just turn off the speakers there. Okay, goody. Now we will not have any crosstalk. Um, so, welcome to something completely new, yet very old hat, very old news. So, I mentioned some time ago that I would be trying out a mod for this game right here, Summoner. Uh, Now, for some no doubt amazing reason, I have actually two Let's Plays of this game on my channel. I I swear to God, I have no idea why that is, but there you go. Now, a viewer, um, going by the first name Amy, by the way, has been working on a mod and asked me to showcase it pretty much. Or, well, I guess this Let's Play will double as a sort of a QA thing. Uh, See if everything works when played by someone who's not the modder. um, Now, there is one big quirk that you should all be aware of before you start asking about this mod. Um, I am not aware that it is posted anywhere for public download, and I do not intend to be the, well, shall we say, dispenser of the mod. Um, if the modder provides a link to where it can be downloaded, I will put that in the video description and you can go there and download it yourself, but that will probably happen sometime after I finish the Let's Play. Because, spoiler alert, she did drop a few hints that maybe much of all is not quite such a pushover with this mod. Oh yeah. Also, the maybe I should say biggest thing about this mod, while the modder has packaged it as a convenient VPP, of course it is titled the same as the well, the tables file that comes pre-installed with the game, so you would have to replace it. She has made the mod for the physical release of the game. I happen to have the Steam release, and they are actually technically incompatible. If you use Amy's VPP in its current state, in the state that I got it, you are very likely going to see a lot of crashes. Well, that is to say, it's going to fail to even load the game. It's going to crash before you even get to the main menu. So what I have done, or what I've had to do really, is extract all the tables into the data tables subdirectory. If you've played Volition's games from this era, like Red Faction 1 and 2, Free Space 1 and 2, this will sound completely normal to you. If well, I mean, if you are sort of new to Volition's games, that is to say, you hopped on the bandwagon after Saints Row was released, or with Saints Row. I don't know how that game works or how that series works with regards to table files, but then this might be a little bit archaic. Well, anyway, just a short explanation of table files. They are essentially human readable ish collections of definitions for various things. So this here, for example, places someone's position in 3D space. I guess it's the location of the cutscene, and it references a cutscene script called S1 JAWS P-02. Well, yeah. And Volition used this to define just pretty much everything. I mean, you have character stats, enemy stats, objects, even BS cameras. So yeah, BS camera angles. Volition actually has a file for that. I think that's sweet. Also areas. Well, locations for triggers. Dialogue strings that occurs in those places. Whatever. Let's see if I can actually find where I put that little bit of information. Excuse me while I look here at another computer. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Come on. Don't make a fool out of me just yet. Why do I have that there? Yeah. Yeah, I find very interesting things on my own computer. So it's very interesting. So now, what I needed to do to get this mod to work, that's what I wanted to get to, is this file right here, events.table. I had to add this bit up here at the top, Crunch English, I guess that's how you would read it out. If I don't have that, I will get an error message when I load the game. Says something about well, if I open the error log, it says on row something or something that a bit of text is expected. It is not found. So all the middle fingers to me. Now, if you I mean, that is the same reason that the game crashed when I used the, well, packaged VPP. But it did not actually give me that information that I needed to do this. If you play the physical version, I'm pretty sure you do not need to do this. But if you run into a problem, try this first, or just insert your own language, the name of it there. Yeah, of course, you should know, everyone who is not playing an English version of the game already, all the text, all the item descriptions will be in English. So, what does this mod do? Now, it doesn't actually modify everything found in here. For convenience's sake, the modder just put all the tables into one VPP, and yeah, and we're good. So you can just put that in and well, yeah. There's a lot of unmodified Volition originals in there, is what I'm saying. So if you get this, you will, if you use this VPP, you will not need anything else. Every table, everything that was in the original tables.vpp is also present here. Some tables in modified form, of course, but yeah, nothing will be missing. And just a little, well, abbreviated README reads as follows. Most items have been optimized and or modded to make them more interesting. All jewelry items are way more interesting and meaningful, modder hopes. All merchants have been redone with the new items. You also have a way to sell gems during the Oranian section of the game. certain items have been completely changed while others have been thrown into the unused section. There are a lot less scroll items now, but the ones that do exist are more worth their while. So a little note about thrown into the unused section. There are a number of weapons, specifically the range of katanas, that aren't different at all, or differ very slightly. So the way I understand it is that the modder has edited the enemy definitions to remove that piece of equipment, change it to something else. An item that is included in the, well, used section, if you will. Back to the README. All level items have been changed. I expect this means that scroll level such and such has changed. So scroll of, I don't know, meteor level 10 could now be meteor level 8. Most spells have altered AP costs now, and some have been improved, e.g. the Inferno spell is far more damaging. That is interesting. I find the Inferno spell terribly impractical in a tactical sense, by which I mean you can really only use it when you are surrounded or close to your enemy, and they will then interrupt you, and it will suck. But I will have to try the Inferno spell now. God damn it. Certain grammar errors have been fixed. Yeah. There are dialogue text in these files used for the story that you can go and edit. Also, side quest information. Late game bosses have been improved. Yeah, the modder felt that the demons specifically were a little unimpressive, so she claims to have fixed that. I am nervous. One thing she couldn't do, though, was changing up the riders. That is, Tiger Rider, Ghost Rider, Phoenix Rider, that quartet. And the reason for that is actually, I would argue, fairly embarrassing for Volition. Yeah, you see, they did not have different iterations for each fight. They referenced, the fights reference the exact same entries in the enemy definition files. So you, they have one set of stats for the entire game, which means that if she would bump the enemy stats, make them a little more dangerous in the late game, they are going to murder you in the early game. So I don't remember entirely. I would have to read the email history, but I'm pretty sure she left them unchanged, all things considered. Also, going back to the README, the Iona Catacombs has seen the most work in terms of area changes. It's darker and also contains the Sword Bone Knights along the bow versions. I don't quite remember the Iona Catacombs now. Especially the enemy distribution. But I don't think new enemies were added, so some bow knights may have been changed to sword bone knights. I don't know if she actually changed the enemy type or if she just changed enemy equipment. Also, a lot of the quest rewards have been changed. So, that and you need to change events.table, and you're good. And yeah, that is all I needed to say, really. So I don't know. Let's start the game, I guess. Now, I have been asked to, again, do all the side quests as far as I'm able. And I will try to comply. I think there was one side quest that I missed, actually, over in Orenia. But, well, I will do the old college try. Beyond that, I'm not really doing this to showcase the story, so I may skip some cutscenes. I haven't quite decided. Some cutscenes I might skip. So, I mean, the focus of this Let's Play is going to be showcasing the mod. And yeah. So that is going to be the priority. I have also removed the resolution mod I used before, so it's all native 1020 by 768 goodness or something. Anyway, I do believe this is it. Oh wow, that is a very wrong video title. Yeah, I'll fix the video title by the time this is YouTubified. See you in the next episode.